Oh yeah. That's right, it's episode 30. We're out here in Mount Loretto State Forest. It is raining, it is gross, the weather's awful. I can see my voice and we're in the middle of May. So, a bit weird, but we're here to walk and talk. And first and foremost, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I wouldn't be here without my own mother, happy Mother's Day. And we all wouldn't be here without our mothers, so. Big thumbs up to all of you. You guys do the work that nobody else can. Thank you. We love you. Second, saw Detective Pikachu on Friday. Got my 11,000 steps. As I promised I'd update you. Or not 10,000, I got 11,000. And then I really hit it out of the park on Saturday with, I think, 17,000 steps. Because we went hiking in the Hudson Highlands with some friends. And that was pretty good. So, without further ado, let's get into today's topic, which is warm beverages. Because I am freezing, it is gross out here. I figure why not talk about something that I wish I had in my hand right now, because that seems like a good plan. So I'm just gonna go through some of my favorite hot beverages that I like to enjoy on a rainy day when I'm not out walking in the cold, wet environment. But it is really pretty out here, so not all bad. I am soaked right now. Also, it's like 47 degrees, so it is legitimately like freezing cold. Okay, so first and foremost, hot chocolate. How can you have a list of favorite hot drinks without hot chocolate? Even people who don't like chocolate tend to like hot chocolate. I don't especially like whipped cream on my hot chocolate. That's a personal preference. I know a lot of people do. I prefer those little marshmallows that absorb some of that chocolate flavor and then soften up into that like gooey, warm, deliciousness. This is gonna be a problem. So hot chocolate, first on the list. It is one of my favorite beverages when it's cold and gross and wet outside. I would argue that my favorite hot beverage is herbal tea, specifically lemon herbal tea. And if we get into brands, I think it's called Herbal Essences. It's Herbal Essences Lemon Zinger. My mother, wonderful lady, introduced me to Lemon Zinger when I was a kid. I assume I was in middle school or high school. But since then, I've always loved that tea. It's kind of my go-to when the weather's kind of crap or I'm not feeling good, because it really just warms me up from the inside out, and it's my favorite. But lemon zinger is good, and I drink my tea like I drink my coffee, which is just straight. So no milk, no sugar. It doesn't need anything extra. It's perfect the way it is, just like me. Next, apple cider. Growing up in New England, I've always had access to really good, both pressed and squeezed apple cider. I love me some apple cider, especially when it's been warmed up with some mulling spice and adds that little bit of punch and kick to it. Just perfect for a cold, wet day like today. Sometimes I like to throw a stick of cinnamon in, sometimes maybe a pinch of nutmeg or some cloves. Either way, apple cider is an excellent warm drink for a crappy day like today. Next, one of my other favorite teas. This is when I need more of a kick. I'm a big fan of green tea. I love a good green tea. I don't get it enough. Usually the only time I get it is when we go out for like sushi or for Chinese, sometimes even Thai. I'll get a green tea to sip on. Just warms my soul, energizes. Green tea is just the greatest, and I love it. And then one more before myself needs to run and get a hot beverage before I start to get sick. Chai latte, or chai tea latte. This is something that has both a deliciousness factor that makes it one of my favorites, in addition to a nostalgia factor. The nostalgia factor, or the deliciousness factor, is pretty obvious. It tastes really good. The nostalgia factor is on my first date with my wife. We went to a local restaurant called Pasticceria Bruno. At Pasticceria Bruno, we had chai tea lattes. This was the first time I was ever exposed to the chai tea latte. And my world's never been the same since. I've tried to recreate it. It's relatively easy. You just need some whole milk to be frothed and warm, as well as chai tea. Pretty easy, but it is amazing. It's definitely sweet. Generally, it has a lot of calories because it has whole milk, but I mean, it holds a special place in my heart, so I can't really knock it. Oh boy. So it just started raining harder. I think for today, I'm calling it here. I'm gonna finish up my walk, get super drenched, but I'm hoping the weather's better tomorrow because this is rough. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Walking and Talking, episode 30. See you tomorrow. Peace. Bye.